What's up, my lovelies? Happy Friday. What's up? It's Friday. It's Friday. Guys, this is kind of an unplanned, impromptu Friday Night Live here at Ray of Light Tarot. I'm so glad to be here with you guys, and I hope that we will have a fun, well, I know we will have a fun night, because when do we not have a fun night, right? So I'm going to just come on and hang with you guys. We're going to do some mini readings. I was just talking to my lovely all-natural Rebecca. You know, she's my girl. She's my moderator, and I was like, you know what? I'm home. I don't have anything to do. It's about almost 11 o'clock on a Friday night. Why don't I go live? Will you come hang? And she was like, I'll come hang. I'll get a mini reading. So I was like, you know what? Let's do it. So here we are. I'm just going to hang out and see who pops in, see who comes in to say hi, and see if we can, have a good time and do this thing. So what we will do, I'm going to have, oh, there's my girl. Hola, amiga. So Rebecca, will you do me a favor? Whenever you want to send your mini reading payment, that's fine. But before you do that, will you do me a big favor and put in the, I didn't do a description or anything. If you'll just put in the chat, and that way I can refer people up. It's, I'm doing, okay, thank you, my dear. So you'll be first on the list. Will you put in the chat, for mini readings tonight, it's $20 USD, and the place they can pay through either Cash App or, Cash App or PayPal, and list. I think do you know them? I'll tell them to you. Hang on one second. It's gonna pause, but I'll be right here. I just have to. I have to let someone know that I promised I would tell when I'm doing minis. I'll be right here, guys. Okay, there. Thank you. I'm sorry about that. I just realized that I had told someone, Valerie, nice to see you. Welcome in. Happy Friday. I just realized I had told a specific subscriber and client that I would let them know when I was doing minis, and since I didn't plan this one and it was just very impromptu, I forgot. So I just had to go and shoot her a little message. So Malia, welcome. Good to see you too, my dear. Malia, where are you did you make it? What happened? God, this storm turned out to be, let me just tell you guys, this storm turned out to be a lot worse. Did they cancel your trip? Because this thing, we were without power here all the way over here on the East Coast until this afternoon, later, like 1:30 this afternoon. You're en route? Okay, well, I guess the cards don't lie, because I was thinking I must have read wrong, because I remember Wednesday night I was telling you, like, the trip's going to happen on Friday, you know, da-da-da-da, and then I was thinking about you, and I was thinking, gosh, she's going to think I'm a terrible reader, because there's no way they kept that trip today after everything that went, after what our state has been through, but I guess they did, so good. Good for you. I'm glad you're en route, baby. Jane Thing. So yeah, I just was talking to Rebecca, and I was like, you know what? I'm home. I'm not doing anything. Went out to happy hour with my mom and my Brendan. We went to AB Kitchen. We were supposed to do a little meetup with some people from YouTube that are true crime people that are here. We're going to do that in the morning, though, for brunch instead, because it's been kind of a crazy time here with the weather. But the three of us had a nice time, and then she had somewhere to go. He went home. I came home, and so here we are. You guys get me tonight. You guys get the lovely honor of my presence. So, yes, thank you, Jane. I'm very relieved for us, for my family, for my friends, for everyone. There was some crazy weather, though, guys. It was insane. I'll tell you, we didn't have any evacuation orders or anything here in the East, like the Jacksonville area, because it was so far away, or so I thought. But I'll tell you, I've rode out a lot of hurricanes in my life here in Florida, being a Floridian. Not that I'm necessarily proud of that. I've had many that came a lot closer than this one did, that were not nearly as scary. This one was scary. It was scary, okay? Like, super scary. Chad, what's up, buddy? Oh, sorry, I've just, it was a last-minute thing. I just decided to come on here and talk to people and do some mini readings, because it's been, things that, it's hurricane, everything. We got our power back on. Thank you for asking. Anyway, what I was saying, guys, is it was scary. Like, scarier than many that I've actually been through, even though it was so far away, because the wind was so powerful. The wind was, like, whipping. Like, I got up to go to the bathroom, and okay, I'm not upsetting. What were you upset about? Don't be upset. Because of me, you mean? about me not updating you? Everything's fine. Don't worry. I went to go to the bathroom at like 1 in the morning. Oh, okay. I went to go to the bathroom at like 1 in the morning. Our electricity was out, so I had to use like my phone as the flashlight. And I was like, not to be like graphic, but I'm sitting on the toilet, like reading my phone and stuff. And the wind is whipping, and all of a sudden, this freaking Adirondack chair hits the window, my bathroom window. I mean, it wasn't a true like wooden Adirondack chair. That would be too heavy. It was like one of those like Adirondack plastic chairs. We have a few of those. And it went from our deck all the way up the deck and into my window. I thought it was going to kill me. And then like an hour later, I was asleep, finally went to sleep, even with no AC or electricity. And it felt like something fell on the roof that was going to like literally crash through on top of me. Yeah, I have never been that frightened of a hurricane in my life. And it wasn't even close to us. This was just the wind. The wind was powerful. I can't imagine what it was like in like the Big Bend area of the Gulf of Mexico, with that part of Florida where it really hit and did the direct damage. People had to, it had to be very crazy, because for me, where we were was bad enough. Being hundreds of miles away from it. So I'm sure that the people that didn't evacuate, that were like in the direct path, were really regretting that decision in the midst of all of that. Okay. So yeah. Lynette, Hayes. Why you say it like that, Lynette? Valerie is on the list. Hayes. Okay, so I have on the list right now, I don't have a notification on, so you got to let me know if you send a payment, guys. It's $20 to get a mini reading. You can send it to Cash App or PayPal. If you don't know the Cash App or PayPal, I think Rebecca put it in the chat. Didn't you, Rebecca? Yes, she did. Thank you, dear. So I've got Rebecca. Jane thing, do you mind? If you don't mind, or Rebecca, if one of you doesn't mind keeping a list for me, I don't have any, because I'm sort of just flying by the seat of my pants tonight. I don't have anything to write on. So we've got Rebecca, oh, good, Steph, you got it. You got my text. I'm so sorry I didn't message you earlier. This was not planned. I just came on. So Rebecca, Valerie, and Steph is the order right now. Are those the only three that have paid? Rebecca, Valerie, and Steph. And anyone else, if you want to get on the list, we'll add you in. So I'm going to go ahead and start, and we can talk in between, but let's get to the readings, because I know, if usually Fridays can be a little busy, so just in case, I don't want to get too far behind and let the list, I don't want people to have to wait on the list. So thank you, Jane. Thang. Rebecca, what's your question? Go ahead and put your question up, Rebecca. What deck will we use? Oh, and Steph, by the way, I got your text, but I was with my mom and Brendan at I was with my mom and Brendan at having like happy hour apps this afternoon, appetizers and a glass of wine. So I just didn't get a chance to, I read what you said, but I didn't get a chance to like go into response. So, but I think I give you a thumbs up about the stuff that you shared, All is as it should be, and all will be well. Right? Right. I guess a general. I haven't had time to think of a question. Okay, let's do a general. Remember, sometimes when you state your need and just have had that person hear your needs, then you don't always need that thing anymore. Sometimes you just needed to say what you needed, and it heals it a little bit. Thank you, universe. Thank you, source. Thank you, spirit. Thank you, angels, archangels, spirit guides, and ancestors. Thank you for allowing me to connect tonight to all the energy and people that come in for mini readings. Thank you for the clear, direct, and necessary messages. Archangels, Michael, Raphael, Gabriel, Uriel. Thank you. Jophiel. Zadkiel, thank you. Haniel, thank you. Guardian angel, Lechachia. Thank you. Show me the general guidance for Rebecca at this time. I'm using the Devious Moon Tarot tonight. I might not stick with this one, but right now it feels good in my hands, so we'll see. It feels on point. Okay, Rebecca. Generally speaking, in your foundation, your foundational energy that we're looking at is the Four of Swords. So you are, whilst being in a stage of transition, I remember we talked about this Wednesday night because, and for those of you who weren't here Wednesday night, we're kind of seeing the results of this recent full moon eclipse, that harvest moon from last Tuesday, a week ago Tuesday. And so there's a lot of change, or, well, small incremental change that's building into more change. But with that change that's coming, you're also in this Four of Swords energy foundationally. So you're in a place of healing, even maybe where you need to maybe not push yourself too hard, rest a little bit, take a break, because as you do that, things are going to really balance out in your life. Behind that, you have the Six of Pentacles in your foundation. So the Four of Swords and the Six of Pentacles connected to that mean that the more you can spend a little time decompressing, disconnecting, and taking a little bit of a respite, you're going to see the opportunity then for those incremental changes to grow and become bigger changes, right? You do have this Five of Pentacles hanging out here. It feels like an outlier, or maybe it's not crowning, but it's kind of creeping in. So there may be a little bit of what, it's kind of giving me a little clue as to what needs to be healed for you. There's this energy, and welcome in. There's this energy of the Five of Pentacles. So this energy of maybe, needing to heal some of those feelings of not, whatever came up from some unsuccessful interactions or connections in the last year or so. I'm thinking of the D person. There may be a need to heal something to do with some deep-seated stuff that has to do with worthiness and knowing, your worth, but sometimes you need to really continue to affirm that for yourself and go deep and clear out any ideas that you. Just remember, there's no such thing as being left out in the cold by anyone. If that's a feeling you're getting, it's because you've chosen to put yourself in that feeling to bring something up to heal it. So whatever that is, that's the reality of it. You have here the Queen of Cups. So you're moving into a time and place where you are going to be feeling really open to love, really clear about, a lot of clarity about what you desire in love, right? Where it's kind of going to be like, okay, don't tell me what I want. I know exactly what I want. I paid, much love. Okay, Elaine, thank you. So we need to add Elaine to the list. Yeah, if you guys are just coming in, it's a $20 love offering. You can pay either through Cash App or PayPal. They're both listed at the top of the chat. So just scroll up if you're looking and we'll get you added to the list. So we've got, I want to make sure I've got this right. Rebecca, Val, Steph, and Elaine is who I have so far. If anyone else sends a payment, make sure you let me know. Yeah, so I really like the Queen of Cups coming in because it definitely relays a very strong clarity of like who you are and what you want in love. And it's also just an emotional clarity. It's like clarity, how you feel about yourself, how you feel about who you're calling in, and how you feel about pretty much anything and everything in your life. So your issues in life aren't going to be like, I don't know if I want this, I don't know if I want that. You are going to be really clear about what you want. The issues are going to be more about getting to what you want and what the process is to actually get that thing, not to figure out what it is. There's a lot to be like, I'm a little, listen, not jealous, but I think it's so good. That's an important step in life, to get to a place where you know exactly what you want. A lot of us, some of the times when we're lagging behind others, it's because we don't know what we want. We're still trying to figure out, what do I want? I've been through that a lot, and just knowing what you want is a great place to start sometimes. You have the Sun card, really beautiful, another major arcana. Is that the first major arcana? Yeah. First major arcana, you have the Sun card, and that's really great because it's like that represents that clarity. As you know, it represents that feeling of sort of joy, happiness, being outside, being kind of, it's still that summertime energy. We're getting into fall, but it's still the summertime energy. So you're going to kind of bring the summer energy with you into fall, and I love that. It feels good. Frozen. What's Frozen? So you've got the three. Okay, what is this card? Three of Wands? Or wait. Okay, why am I not knowing what this card is? I need to look. Guys, what card is this? This is from my Devious Moon deck. It's weird because it's definitely not a major, but those aren't what the wands look like. It's not what the swords or the wands look like. Let me show you guys. This is really weird. Does anyone have a ink? Oh, I guess it's the wands. Okay. Okay, it is wands. If we froze up? Guys, is everybody here? Did everybody freeze up, or was it just my end? Did it just freeze on Rebecca's end, or did it freeze for everybody? Oh, just her. Okay. If it freezes again, yeah, let me know like she did. If it freezes, I think it might have been just for you, Rebecca, because I've got like all the full bars and a full signal. So, okay, thanks, guys. So with this is wands. So with this three of wands, you know, you're at a place where it is a building energy. It's an energy of kind of being ready to grow and move into something new, but also you've got that moon shining down, right? So it's a clarity and movement forward and taking those steps with something that, again, you feel very emotionally clear about. May not be something you're sharing with everybody in your life, but deep inside, you know how you feel about it. And then you've got this King of Cups coming in. So what do we call this when we get, you guys that know my channel well enough, what do we call this when we get a Queen and King of the same suit? A Queen and King of Cups? I call it a true pair or a perfect match. So you have a true pair here. So you definitely have someone coming into your life that you are matched up with. Could be like a high level soulmate, a deep connection. You know, it doesn't always mean it's perfect because nothing's perfect. And I was just talking to someone earlier about they have this great relationship with their spouse, but they were talking about how, you know what, it took years of work and therapy, and at times they wanted to each other. But and I was like, I get that, you know. The relationships that are meant to last, you know why they last? Because two people love each other enough to overlook some of the toxicity and even the unhealthy stuff and continue growing and working on it together to try to become better, to try to become healthier. And you can't really mess it up. If it's meant to be, it's going to be. This is beautiful. And you might leave each other's lives for a time, but not permanently. But this feels good. It feels like just someone you may have a really beautiful connection with. Beautiful, easy, not necessarily, you know, perfect and smooth, not necessarily, but beautiful and worth it. And then your final outcome card is the World. So you're definitely on the cusp of some major completions. This feels like big wrap ups. You know, I don't know if you have a big return coming up, but this feels like one or two or three, some major big returns, you know. Yeah, this feels like a new person just off the cusp. It does feel like a new person. Where did I put them? Yeah. So with the King and Queen here, does feel like a new person, right? And I love that the King has a full moon behind him, the King of Cups. This is someone who is deeply feeling. They could even be a Cancerian or a Pisces. Cancerian or Pisces. I'm getting a lot of Cancerian and Pisces energy. I love Cancerians. Yeah, the World. This is really good. Really nice. There she is, Miss Darcy Stryker. Guys, look who's here. Darcy made it in. I did a reading for Darcy the other day. It was fun, wasn't it, Darcy? Was a good time. And then I pocket dialed her when I went over to Brendan's to like have lunch or something with him. And then because I had her on my last call or whatever from the reading. So then I pocket dialed her I was walking home. He only lives a couple of like 1.5 miles away, and I wanted to exercise. So I was walking home and I was right along the beach, and she happened to get on the phone with me. So I showed her our beach and what it looks like. And she was like, oh, I love the water. It was just a nice moment. So there you have it. Okay, Rebecca, let me pull a quick oracle card for you. Animal Spirit Oracle. And then next who was after Rebecca? Next is, I think it's Val. Next is Val. So Val, go ahead and put your question up, sweetheart. Bobcat Spirit. Life is a mystery. Card number 8. This is beautiful too. You know, that 8 really represents the unending sort of soul cycle, that infinity energy. And then with that bobcat, all cats are mysterious creatures, right? They're nocturnal. They're just interesting things. And I think looking at this card, what I really feel is like, you're going to be experiencing a time where you're going to come to know yourself better than you ever have before through having different or new experiences. And this is going to be really cool, but it's always, you're still going to be a mystery to yourself and others. We always are, but there's a level of coming to know yourself that's really going to be beautiful, and it's going to make you feel even more comfortable in your own skin than you probably already do. And you're pretty dang comfortable. I mean, you go out there and dance and you put it out there, but you're going to grow even more comfortable in your own skin. So that's a beautiful thing. Okay, Lynette. So it's Val, Steph, And there's one other before Lynette. Who was the other one before Lynette? Hold on, I'll tell you. Val, Steph. Didn't I miss one? Elaine. Val, Steph, Elaine, and then let me make sure I've got this right. Val, Steph, Elaine. Right? Yes. Val, Steph, Elaine, and then Lynette. Thank you. Val, Steph, Elaine, and Val, Steph, Elaine, Lynette. Remember that for me, guys. Val, Steph, Elaine, Lynette. Okay. Val says, some general guidance on what to focus on right now. Too many issues to decide on one. Okay. Thank you. And Val, thank you for remembering. It was Elaine. Good job. Thank you, Jane Thing. Jane's got it up there. Val, Steph, Elaine, and Lynette. Yes, thank you. What's the general guidance for Valerie at this time? All right, we're going to switch it up here, deck-wise. To the Thelema deck. Look, the Thelema deck's got a nice little book with it too. Never used it, but you know, if you like to have the book, like a book to go along with your cards, you might want to look at that. Okay, Malia. Thank you, Malia. So Val, Steph, Elaine, Lynette, Malia. Val, Steph, Elaine, Lynette, Malia. What's the general guidance for Valerie? This time, hold on, one just flipped over in the middle of the deck. Okay. Alrighty. Have you had some big change recently, Val? Because you've got foundational, the Three of Pentacles. That is interesting because, you know, the Three of Pentacles for me represents, and especially in this deck, you're like starting something new. This person's taking on a new project or building something new, creating something new, building a new home, building a new room, redoing their kitchen. This is like, and this person's, usually there's a couple in this deck, in this card, not in this. It's one person doing something very beautiful and creative in their life, taking on some new challenge. You know, I don't know. This is foundational to you. So you're in your foundation, there's an energy of you and you alone embarking on some new aspect of life, some new journey. Okay, and it looks really beautiful too. It's very interesting because all of these cards are you alone, but then you're bringing people in. How is everything okay? You know, with everyone, nothing's changed as far as the people around you, right? So look at this, Six of Cups crowning. And then you have the major arcana Justice. So some kind of, you know, balancing in love is happening. It's coming in from the ethers and it's coming down, and the way it's manifesting into our physical world is in the form of justice. It's good karma. Things are happening. Things are forming. And then you've got two energies coming in, two masculine energies, the Knight of Wands and the Knight of Pentacles coming in as the result of your heart space really getting clear with like a balancing happening and some real good karma coming in. Remember, justice, that's Libra energy. We're in Libra season right now too. So this could be two masculine energies coming in during Libra season, maybe to help with the business or maybe in some other form. But Pentacles and Wands. So one's coming in with a very artistic, passionate, creative energy for you. The other's coming in with a very stable energy to bring you something stabilizing. And the outcome card is the Ten of Cups. So that's love love to the nth degree. This is love fulfilling. So some new, well, not necessarily new energy, some great strong energy and love that's coming in. Could be a return, but it's coming in, and it's coming in as a result of all of these things. These are like dominoes falling. So I like it. I mean, listen, I like that justice is the major arcana here. It's Libra season. This feels good. This feels good. But the challenge for you is going to be dealing with this, because this is crowning. This is coming in. So this is like, what's this energy that's coming in? The universe is wanting you to really process in the heart space, whatever you need to do to find a place of balance and to find a place of real peace in your heart space. When you're truly balanced and at peace, meaning not overthinking things at night, meaning not wondering what happened to so and so. When you're truly balanced and at peace with this, and it's been able to come in like this with this good stuff, then these things can come in. It can help if it's related to business. It can help if it's related to love, healing, whatever, and it can lead you to that 10 of cups, which is, hey, amazing. All right, let me pull a animal spirit card just for you. So yeah, thank you, Val. Love you. Good to see you. Well, good to see me. Good to have you here seeing me. Okay, so next after Val is Steph. Okay, Laura. So we have Steph, Elaine, Lynette, and Laura. Is that right, guys? Am I missing? No, Malia. Steph, Elaine, Lynette, Malia, Laura. Is that how it goes? Janie, help. Jane, or somebody. I do see you, Laura, though. I saw your message. So we'll get you added, honey. There it is. Val, you got the nightingale spirit. The reminder that love is all around. And remember, sometimes you have to be a caretaker and sometimes you have to be taken care of. But we all spend our lives in one of those roles. We will all spend our lives at one time in both of those roles. Being a caretaker, caring for, and being cared for. Card number 41, that's a 5. It's all about the change, right? It's all about change. And you've got big changes coming. Whatever the changes are, whatever the opportunities are, you're being guided and asked not to forget your past. Learn from the past. Don't forget it, okay? Those who forget the past or do not remember the past are what? Destined to repeat it. We don't want to repeat the past. Thank you, Janie. Next after that is Steph. So Steph, what is your question, Steph? Steph, are you here? Ms. Steph? So what's everybody up to tonight? Will you guys, while you're here hanging out, will you hit the like button? Because I never come on and do these anymore. I want to make sure they're circulating and that they're doing whatever they're supposed to do, because I never think about stuff like that, and I need to think more about it. I've been told to be focused. So Brendan's going to help me with my business plan and stuff, and he said I need to be more focused and do a better job of marketing my channel. So hit the like button. That's a good way to start, right? Thank you. Enter my insanity. Well, I don't know what, insanity. Enter my insanity. Cute. Okay, Steph, what's your question? Okay, can you let me know if my conversation today, well, ours had any effect? Okay, that's a good question. Okay, hey, Val, you're saying I'm at the end of the list? Jane? Okay, so, yeah, so Steph, Elaine, Lynette, and then Laura. No, Malia. Steph, Elaine, guys, Steph, Elaine, Lynette, Malia, and Laura, right? Because we got Malia. We got to put Malia in there. She just said she paid. Steph, Elaine, Lynette, Malia, and Laura. Thank you so much for helping me keep track of this, because I don't have anything to write it down right now. I really appreciate it. I really appreciate you, Jane. Yay, 6 likes. 9 likes. Thank you. Okay, yeah, let's look at that, Steph. I'm gonna stick with the Thelema Tarot for this question. Thank you, Laura, for liking. Whoa. Here we go, y'all. Here we go, y'all. I love that the Ace of Swords just popped out like that. I'll pull the cards here, but this is so cute. Val sent Jason. Yeah, but I just did Val. Did you send again? Valerie, hold on. Let me see. Now I'm confused, Janie. Valerie, did you just send for another one, or did you, when we put you, it was for Val? I'm sorry, Steph. Hold on a second. I got to get clarity on this. Right, Jane, I just did hers. I just did Val. I'm on Steph. Val was before Steph, remember? So we're not doing a second one for Val. All right, I think. If we are, that's fine. No, thank you, Valerie. Okay, so no. So Jane, it's Steph, Elaine, Lynette, Malia, and Laura. No Val. It's okay, honey. If you don't have to do it if you don't feel like it. I know it's kind of sometimes if you're not feeling like it tonight, it's okay. We don't mind. I appreciate all help, but if you are having it, if you're not really plugged in, I don't mind you don't have to do it. I know someone else can take over and do it, so don't feel bad. You didn't do nothing wrong. You're just trying to help. So, what was I? So, Steph, I love that the Ace of Swords. I don't know if you saw it, just popped out when I started to shuffle because this is regarding what you told me about today, and what happened today was the universe. Like that's the universe. That's a gift. It's an opportunity, and the swords are communication. So you opened up communication by doing that today, and the universe is saying, yes, we want to help. That communication is divinely guided, and it is going to lead to positive change. So you can trust that right away. But let's see what else we get from the cards. Because the Ace of Swords, that's what it is. It's the universe offering communication. For me, that's what it is. And you got, if not exactly what you wanted, not necessarily the right answers all the time, and not always the right reception, I would say, but you are getting it in the end. Okay, in your foundation, you have the Five of Pentacles. So there's still an energy. They want you to know there's an acknowledgement that you still are kind of feeling like you're on the outside looking in. You don't feel like you're on the inside in this situation. Part of that is because of this Devil card, Scorpio energy. There is some toxic aspects to this connection. Hang on, guys, one sec. I'm getting my water. Sorry. Sorry. Hang on. There are some toxic aspects to the connection. You know, even the most beautiful love stories and, relationships have that. That's not necessarily a reason to not be in it. It could be if it was abusive or super unhealthy and that's what you decided. But I don't think that's what this is. It's just acknowledging that part of the reason you're feeling that way, like you're on the outside looking in and you can't get in, is because there is a level of trauma, toxicity existing in this thing that you both have to heal. It's shared. It's not one or the other. You've both got to heal that. It's going to exist until it gets healed. How it gets healed is really up to both of you. You've got a lot happening here. So you've got the Queen of Wands, which is ultimately the universe reminding you that you do have a big say in this, right? You're more powerful than you may realize. You're more powerful than you think. Like you have a say in this. You have the ability to get what you need. You just have to use your own gifts and your own power. You also have the Eight of Cups. The universe is saying, don't be afraid to walk away if that's what you feel in your heart you need to do. Because see, that moon is full. And the Eight of Cups is a long circle back. Usually the Eight of Cups is not permanent for me. It means you're gonna get what you want in the end. You just sometimes have to walk away to get it. And that full moon tells us that, even when your heart is completely in it, if your body's telling you something's wrong, if your mind's telling you something's wrong, something's wrong. Okay? Remember that. But there's opportunity here. In the end, it's going to work out in your favor because you've got the Six of Pentacles, and then out comes you've got the Four of Wands, and see it there, the Wheel of Fortune upright. So why these aren't really so important to me. I mean, they're good. It's good news. We know this is a good outcome, right? The universe is helping here. It's divinely guided. The wheel's going to change. There's big good karma changes, right? This is more important to me right now because what this is saying to me is this is the how does it work out? How does it work out? It works out by demanding reciprocity and equal give and take. This is about reciprocity and equal give and take. So what it comes down to is, yes, the conversation you had is important. It is being divinely guided. You are going to get some relief from that. You're going to be heard, and you might have an easier time being cared about and understood for the reasons you need to be heard, right? But at the end of the day, what's the only thing that really is going to matter to change things is you got to stand up and demand equal give and take and reciprocity. And how do you demand it if you're not getting it? You stop giving what you're not getting. If you're not getting something that you're giving, stop giving it. And it's hard. I even to this day sometimes struggle with that, right? Because when you truly love somebody, of course you want to take care of them. It's great to be needed. We all want to be needed, especially Virgos. We love to be needed. But if the person you're needed by is not doing things to make you need them in return, they're not reciprocating that energy in full measure so that it feels equal, that's got to change. So how do you change it? You stop. You stop and only give back what you're getting. You take control of the flow. So that's what I see here. Yes, I like the outcomes. I like where it's headed. But the way to get it there ultimately for you, what you have real control over in the practical 3D world, is taking control of the flow of energy. Okay? I hope that makes sense. All right, let me pull an animal spirit card for you, Miss Stephanie. All right, Elaine. Elaine, go ahead and put your question up. Thank you, Steph. Love you, girls. So we didn't have the meetup today, Steph. It was just me, my mom, and Bren. But tomorrow for brunch, we're going to have the meetup. So I'll tell you how that goes. Your animal spirit card is the spider spirit, card number 56. That's an 11. The numbers 5, 6 are also ascending numbers. So they're reminding you, you're not where you want to be yet. You're not at the top of the stairway, but you're getting there. You are ascending, and you are making progress, even if it doesn't always feel that way. What does the spider spirit say? It says, make your dreams real. It doesn't say pray for your dreams to become real. It doesn't say dream and they might come real. It doesn't say hope for your dreams to come real. It says make your dreams real. That says to me that you can make your dreams real. You can do it. How do you do it? Law of attraction. Manifest, baby. Pray, yes, but also manifest. And it's not about praying. It's how you pray. Don't ask as if you don't have it. Thank as if you're grateful, and feel that gratitude as if you already have it. Thank your higher power as if you all, and feel it as if you already have it. That's your manifest. Okay, that's your manifesting. I also love that the spider web is here, right behind the spider or underneath the spider is that web, because it's a message to you that you have reach, right? That's your web. And look, everything you desire can and will get caught up in your web. All you need to do is focus on casting your web. Don't go trying to save Mr. So-and-so over here or Mrs. So-and-so over there, because that's not your web. That's them. If you want Mr. So-and-so to come into your life, you just make your web the most beautiful, big, amazing web you've ever seen. It's your web. You work on your web. He'll get caught in it, because that perfect person for you already is attracted to you and likes you anyway, loves you, whatever it is. When they see what that web of yours, they're going to get caught right into it, because they are going to be most attracted to the fact that you love yourself so much that you're building a fabulous web for yourself. Okay? Thank you, Steph. Okay, Elaine. Career, finance, and my marriage, thanks. So just generally look, you don't want to ask any specific question, Elaine? You can ask a specific question if you want to. I mean, I can do it however you want. If you want me to just do like general stuff about your career, finances, and your marriage, I will. But if you'll probably get more specific results if you ask a more specific question. I'll give you a second if you want to. Yeah. Keep you I will definitely keep you posted, my dear. Tomorrow's going to be fun. Tomorrow's going to be fun. It's going to be a fun Saturday. And I'm going to hang out with my mom tomorrow night, just me and her. I don't know. It's going to be a fun day. We're going to go to brunch with her, me, my mom, Brendan, and the ladies. And then we're going to go back to the pool. Brendan and I are going to hang at his pool with my mom because she needs a pool day. And then we're going, okay, General. And then she and I are going to go do our thing later. She's staying at the beach this weekend for kind of a staycation. Mom lives about 20 miles west of me, so she lives in Jacksonville proper. She doesn't live at the beach, in Atlantic Beach. Any guidance for Elaine regarding career, finance, and her marriage? Thank you. Ew. Okay, I will tell you, the tower was trying to come in as your foundational energy. It did not, because I kept shuffling, but it was trying really hard to. But then the Five of Swords came in anyway, which is not much better than the tower, because the Five of Swords means that the reason you're hanging on is, or they're hanging on, or both, is more ego-based and self-seeking more than anything to do with like real companionship and love. So this feels about marriage, and I don't know what's going on with your marriage, and I don't want to go into too much detail on that anyway on a public forum, but when I see the Five of Swords and it feels about something like that, what I would say to you is, like therapy might even be the answer, or like if not therapy, agreeing to go to do things just the two of you, to like going for hikes or something, you have finding something that really you share to do, and then during that time agreeing to have really open and honest communication, because this card means there is communication, but it's stilted by a lot of stuff that's kind of built up over time. I don't know how long you've been married, but you know, the swords can be kind of dicey, and when it's the Five of Swords, it's an energy of like almost, like I said, it's like kind of ego based, and it can be about winning, victory, but not winning. And you know, when we get to that point in a relationship where we're more concerned with winning than hearing or forgive, you know, and that may not be you, that may be the other person, but it's an energy that does get shared. I mean, when someone feels that way, you can't help but start to feel it too at certain times, or at least the opposite of that. So just be aware, whatever that is, that you probably can, the best thing you could do if you want it to work is to try and work on the communication, which therapy or some other way besides that, if they're not open to that or you're not. You do have the Ace of Cups as an outcome card, so I believe this thing can really work out. And if it's not this, there's definitely some other love in the future. Like Ace of Cups, the universe wants to help the love be just renewed and beautiful. You also have the Ten of Pentacles, so this is like long-term worth it. So although you may be in a little bit of a rough patch with that, there is a lot of things saying it's worth working on, and there's so much opportunity here. Now, when it comes to your finances and your career, I want to say that you've got some interesting things there too. You're going to have a lot of reasons to celebrate, but it's probably not going to be until after like the November, December, the election here in the United States, and then probably it'll be early in the new year, because you have, and I've been seeing that for a lot of people. I don't know. And I don't know if it has to do with who's going to be president. I'm not getting into any of that, but I do feel there's a positive shift with the economy. I think the economy already is starting to shift. I was reading some reports that, you know, economically things are actually starting to look much more hopeful the last week. Not just for us, but for the whole world. I mean, the United States has fared pretty well compared to the rest of the world since the pandemic, but everyone's struggling. The whole world is, and there's an uptick, and it's going to get even better based on what I've been seeing for people around the new year. So for you, you're being guided to start some new things, probably before then, because you've got the Three of Pentacles and the Three of Cups. What that's telling me is there's going to be a mirror there, a mirrored result. Anything you decide to put a lot of positive energy into, I don't know if you do anything also on the side like painting or drawing, but I think if you don't, you should consider doing that, because you would have a real, even if you're not the best artist in the world, you would have a lot of catharsis, and it'd be very, you know, relieving and zen-like for you to do some kind of painting or drawing, sketching. But yeah, as a result of anything you take on and start new in the next few months, you're going to see the reason to celebrate as the result of that very quickly thereafter. So like within a 6-month period turnaround, you're going to see those kind of things happening. You also have the Six of Swords here. So there's major forward movement, positive shifts in all three of those things. I feel love, relationship, marriage, that aspect, as well as your career and your finances. All of that's about to shift and get better. It is probably going to be speaking of six though, about 6 months before you really start to see those changes come into fruition in the physical 3D world. But what you can do is don't wait. Start anything you've been considering, start it. Don't wait. Don't keep planning. Start taking action now, because these two cards are action cards for me. Well, this one's an action card, and this is the result of the action, is how they're kind of corresponding. I know it doesn't make sense, but I like this Ten of Pentacles. I love it, and that's the Tree of Life according to the Kabbalah, or the Zohar. Anyway, that Tree of Life is a beautiful thing, and what it really represents for you is it's telling you that you can have all of those things you desire. What you have to do though, you can't always have them all at the same time. So what you really need to do is prioritize what's the most important to me in the now. Right now, Elaine, if you could choose one of those things to just have a huge improvement in, whichever one that is, choose that one and focus on that, and focus on manifesting improvement in that area, and then taking action with that, okay? I'm going to pull an animal spirit oracle card and see what comes out. So, and also go ahead, the next person, I think, is it Malia? Wait, no, I don't want to say if it's not. Hold on. So, Lynette. So it's Lynette, then Malia. So Lynette, if you want to go ahead and put up your question. Lynette, then Malia, then Laura. Guys, the list is open if you want to get on it. I've got 3 people still on the list to do, so if you want to get on it, it shouldn't be too long before I get to you. It's $20 for a mini reading. So you got 2 cards coming out here. Remember, your words have power. It's very important to respect the power of your words. I think a lot of us as humans don't realize just how powerful our words really are, because I wouldn't walk around hearing people say the things they say if they really did. It's very important to respect the power of your words. We speak life and death with our words. That's even if you're an old-fashioned like Christian, not that a lot of us aren't anymore. Like old-fashioned Christians can look in the Bible and see that. This is not something new that I'm telling you guys. This is a biblical, long-term spiritual truth that we've been taught by many different spiritual leaders throughout time. Our words have the power to speak life and death. That doesn't just mean like that the judge can condemn someone with his words. That literally means that you have the power with your words to create new things or to kill new things. So when you say to your out loud, this is horrible, I'm miserable, you can guarantee no matter how miserable you are in that moment, you're only going to get more miserable because you're saying that. So watch your words. Watch your words. If you feel miserable and you want to feel better, speak the manifest that you want. Say, I feel amazing because I know good things are coming. Even if you don't feel it, say it and watch. You'll start to feel a little better. You may not feel amazing, but you'll feel better than miserable. So you've got the wombat spirit. It says, be at home. This is a really cool card. It's really about, for you, the changes that need to happen within the home and that you can make by just being present in your home. That's card number 14. It's card number 68, which is a 14, which is a 5. So the change that needs to take place within the home is going to start by you just sort of planting yourself there, being there. Be Muhammad in the mountain, right? And then next you've got the porcupine spirit. Time for a beginner's mind, right? Forget some of the things you thought you knew, right? It's time to really look at this as like something new. And that's a 3, right? Yeah, 48, that's a 12, which is a 3. So this is a 3. A 3 is a building number, right? And so it's all about building something new by taking on a beginner's mind. Try to look at everything in your life with a fresh lens, through a fresh lens. Even if practice that, trying to see everything, even your marriage, as if you just got married last week and it's brand new and you want it. The past doesn't matter. I'm not saying it really doesn't, but from the perspective of you're starting fresh, you're taking on a beginner's mind, the past is gone. All that matters is the now and where you go from here. And that's going to help the situation. At least that's what the universe seems to want to convey to you at this time. Thank you so much, Elaine. Okay, so Lynette. Is Lynette here? Honey? Lynette? You ready? Okay. General messages on health, love, and life path guidance, please. General messages on health, love, and life path guidance. Life path. You guys are smarter than me about stuff like this, it feels like. So I don't know how the stuff that comes out. I guess that's my main gift is that I listen and I'm intuitive, because some of the stuff I say, I won't remember I said it and I won't even know what I meant. Isn't that weird? Like, I've played back stuff or someone will tell me something I said and I'll be like, I said that? Okay. Like, I didn't know that. I didn't think that. Like, even like words that I don't even, it's so crazy. We live in a very convoluted, crazy, wild universe. And the deeper I go into what I do, the more I know anything is possible. Miracles happen every day. So don't think anything in your lives is not possible. Whatever you truly want probably already wants you, because that's how the universe works. All you have to do is shift your way of thinking about it and you can have it. All right. Health, love, and life path for Lynette. This is interesting. You're on a path of victory. You got the Six of Wands as an outcome card. In your foundation, you have this King of Cups. So there's definitely sort of a very, very strong emotional, masculine and emotional energy foundational to you. So this is not someone coming in. This is someone who's already there. This could be like a twin flame, a soulmate, someone that you're connected to that you already know about, that you maybe are trying to make it work with. It looks like there's been something going on because you have the Temperance card, Major Arcana, and that can represent, when we're looking at love, it can represent some separation, some up and down energy, some sort of runner chaser stuff, because it's trying to balance things out. You've also got the Two of Pentacles, which again speaks to me about a need to balance something, or even a need to make a choice. Like you've got to make a choice and go in that direction. So won't forget you, Laura. We've got Lynette right now, and then Malia, and then you, I think. Let me make sure that's right. Yep, it's Lynette is who I'm doing now, and then there's Malia, and then you're after Malia. Okay, Laura? So, what was I saying? Yeah, I mean, there's an aspect of needing to choose, like make a decision. I don't know how that really pertains to your situation in love, Lynette. It may be about making a decision to get real clear with the universe about what you want. A lot of times that's the case. It's not something that you have to do as far as like taking a physical action, but it's more about a mental action and then sort of shifting focus. A lot of times it's as simple as that. You do have the Tower here, smack dab in the middle of everything. And to me, the reason the Tower is coming in is that it's not so much as something that's going to happen. It's kind of reflecting what happened in this special connection that you probably are not sure where it's headed. It may have really crashed and burned. So this could be someone that you have a deep soulmate connection with, or twin flame, whatever you want to call it, label it. I don't care, but it's someone who it may have even felt like it was over. Whether you wanted it to be or not, I don't know. It ended though, or it felt like it ended. It's coming back to life though, because right after the Tower, you've got the Ace of Swords, right? And then the Seven of Swords, they're avoiding something, but then the Six of Wands and the Emperor, that's Aries energy. This person's got a really strong, stubborn side. Like they will resist until the end of time. But then all of a sudden, when something shifts, it shifts, and then all that resistance goes out the window. So it's kind of a beautiful, when that shift happens, that itself is going to be really beautiful. I don't know if that's coming super soon, because all of this feels like it's building up, but gosh. I know you want to know about love right now. This is love, and it's something that's been in your orbit, in your existence for a while. It feels like it's probably, if you're looking to know like when is this going to come into like being like a couple that like, what do you call it, like in union or whatever, that could be like a year or more. It could be way out there, but it's worth putting the work into yourself and growing into whatever you're meant to become, so that this person can grow into whatever they're meant to be, you know. As you do that, your work, they'll do theirs, because they're still kind of getting some really low vibing, immature energy. I think for you, the biggest thing that I would say is to take away that Temperance energy as you walk. The takeaway from this is the Temperance card and the Temperance energy. This is Sagittarius energy, and it's all about really making balance the priority, because when we take time to slow down and really balance out our own energy, then we start to magnetize and attract the right people, things, events, and situations to us. So it really shifts in that way. It's really cool. There's something else I was going to say. Oh, as far as like health and your life path, what I want you to really focus on is, again, that same thing with the Sagittarian energy of Temperance. You know, something's happened that's caused you to kind of start over with a clean slate. I feel that that's probably not just in love, but with health, with your life path. You may even be ready or in the midst of starting a whole new lifestyle change, like I like to do like intermittent fasting and cutting out alcohol, things that feel really good and healthy. And sometimes I'll do like a cleanse to kickstart it. Whatever works for you, jump in or dive into those healthy choices and do that now. That way, when you get to that point where, you know, Temperance is doing its work and then this relationship is coming into union, you'll be sort of firing on all cylinders, and all those things can happen at the same time. Because that's the best, when it all starts to happen at the same time. You know what I mean? Lynette, I'm going to pull an Animal Spirit Oracle card for you, and I appreciate your getting a mini reading. So, Malia, soaking in the, okay, I love that. Thank you. I appreciate that. And thank you. I have been making changes to my diet and healthcare routine slowly but surely. Yeah, it doesn't have to be fast or big, huge changes, but I would say the more you feel comfortable doing, as long as it's safe, now is a great time to be doing it, because all of this stuff is I feel like everything's going to suddenly line up perfectly, and you're going to be really happy that you did those things now. Okay. Panther Spirit. Reclaim your power. This is card number 44. So anytime you see repeating numbers like that, that's a good sign. Remember, 44 is an 8. The 8 is that infinity symbol. So this is about your purpose, why you're here. One of the major reasons your soul is here is to reclaim some power that you may have lost in another lifetime, earlier as a child, in this lifetime, as a young adult. You're here to come in and really, your purpose from this moment forward. It may not have been your purpose coming in, but from this moment forward, your purpose is to reclaim your power. And to do it in a very stealth way, right? That panther feels stealth. So 44, the 4 is repeating 4s. I love the number 4, and there's a healing here, right? This is all about healing. For you, the healing is going to come the more you reclaim your power. Some people, to heal, they have to forgive. Some people have to be vulnerable to heal. Some people have to get tough and reclaim their power, and that's what it looks like for you. You've got to get a little tough and reclaim your power. I don't know about that person that you have this beautiful soul connection with, what happened before to bring it to the ground, but maybe you don't want to give to them. If it's telling you to reclaim your power and it's connected to them, maybe you need to not be so available to them the next time if they come back in or something. I don't know. It just feels like if that's connected, that might be a real message to take to heart. Because sometimes, when we're empathic and when we love someone, we can give more than we should, right? Okay, thank you, Lynette. Malia is next. Malia, what is your question? Malia. You want me to do one for you, bud? Yeah. So we'll add you to the list, Chad. So I've got Malia and then Laura, and then I'll do you after Laura. So just hang in and don't leave, okay? Cool, Malia. Yeah, I felt the energy off of that too, Lynette. Look at that panther. I mean, that is power, right? Powerful. Feels very regal, too. Regal, war damn eagle, kick him in the butt, big blue. Hey! I've become a little bit of an Auburn fan because of Brendan. He went to Auburn for his undergraduate. Still Gators first. Gators always, number 1. From your dream, Malia, I'm going to switch over to Morgan Greer Tarot. Morgan Greer Tarot. Any messages for Malia connected to the dream she had last night? A lot of people, especially since that full moon eclipse, have been having some very intense dreams, soulmate dreams, big soul path dreams for their own souls. Yep, you got the Hierophant in your foundation, so very interesting. What's going on here? Hold on. This is interesting, Malia. It looks like you're destined to walk away from something. There's this energy. So you've got the Hierophant in your foundation, right? And then you've got front and center, your energy has got this 2 of Swords with the blindfold on and the crossed up energy. So there's something that you've been kind of not wanting to see, not wanting to open to, not wanting to change, or even maybe you've been wanting to change it, but you've been afraid to or resistant to it. That's the resistance. But something's coming in, like, right? The Knight of Swords coming in, and this is a bloody Knight of Swords. There's anger on this sword. There's even a little bit of rage, but it's bringing you to a place of change. It's bringing you to a place of, I won't stand for this anymore. Done. That's it. You're being crowned by the Ace of Swords. So the universe is working with this energy and trying to make some sort of communication happen. And the minute you open your lips to communicate, and no matter how sharp your tongue has to be, you're being crowned. You're getting that crown of like glory almost, because the universe wants to reward you for speaking up on this, whatever this is. OMG, yes. Okay. I can feel it's resonating. Like, I don't know I have no clue what this is for you, but it's strong. And I love that the Hierophant is here in your foundation. There's some amazing, guys, everything happens when it's supposed to. It just does, right? I haven't done a lot of readings as far as for the channel or the Zodiac stuff in a long time, but I can feel when it's time to start doing it. The energy has been so crisp and sharp, and just, it's like shooting straight as an arrow. That's what this feels like too for you, Malia. The Hierophant is saying like, nope, the time has come. There was a time to wait, there was a time to rest, and now the time has come for change. The outcome card is the Eight of Cups. It's walking away from something. And that person's walking away with that red hood on. So what's crazy, and there's an eclipse taking place. Don't let yourself miss the fact that there's an eclipse taking place. As this person is walking away cloaked in red, that red is passion. That red can also represent martyrdom. They're saying, enough, you've been a martyr long enough. For whatever you've been like suffering and sacrificing, it's enough. You don't need to be a martyr, okay? This is beautiful. Really powerful too. All right, let's see what the Animal Spirit Oracle is. Guys, the list is open. I only have one person after Malia. No, I have two people after Malia. I have Laura and then Chad. But if you want to get on the list, it's open. It's $20 to get a mini reading. You can send it over to the Cash App or PayPal, whatever you would like. And I'm keeping it open until everybody that's gotten a reading has gotten one. That wants a reading has gotten one. Or that wants to buy a reading. All right, here we go. That was quick. Dolphin Spirit. Card number 20. This and that are true. Dolphins are the coolest creatures, right? They're heroes. I always think of dolphins as heroes. And I mean, most spiritual people believe dolphins have existed all the way back to even Atlantis, that they were really high vibrational special creatures, and they communicate in the most interesting ways. But really what this is about, it says this and that are true. Just because something, all of the things we just talked about martyrdom and all that, but they're also exactly, they're also savage. They're heroes, they're gentle, and they're also savage. And they can do some big time damage. They're good. I feel like they're just innately good, but they will take on the darkness. Like, right, if some shark, because, not saying sharks are bad and dolphins are good, but, just the way it feels. One's very aggressive and, can bite your hand off, and one will save your life if you're drowning. But they can gang up on sharks, and they can handle sharks too in a lot of ways. This is saying this and that are true. Like, both things can be true at the same time. One doesn't have to negate the other. So whatever this is that you're supposed to no longer stand for and walk away from, it, if it's like a work thing or a relationship thing, whatever, it doesn't really matter. It's saying like, the pros and the cons can all be true at the same time. You don't have to make one, just because of this doesn't negate all of the other good stuff that you did. It was worth it still, right? It's always worth it. You also have foundationally, I just want to add this one because it came out, the Crow Spirit. Co-create with Spirit. Remember, card number 17, that's an 8. There it is. That 8 is here. That infinity symbol, that constant flow. Stay in the flow with Spirit. Speak your truth, right? Speak your truth. And do it just do a dive bomb if you have to of truth. I love crows too. And I saw a bunch of crows sort of dive bombing an owl because they do it together, because the owl would kill one crow, but when there's 10 crows and they're all going rah, 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 when an owl's out in the day, It's crazy. But this is all about you co-creating with spirit, and it's co-creating the right timing. So listen to the right time, you know, listen with your ears, listen with your heart, listen with all of your senses, okay? It's all about the fact that you always have the help there when you need it, and it's always there for you. You just have to really pay attention and be aware of it and where it's coming from and what it's telling you to do. Thank you, Malia. I appreciate you. I hope you get safely ensconced in your hotel. And I've got to. I don't know if you have my number for this phone. I need you to text. I think I have yours in this. I'm not sure though. Anyway, I want to talk to you while you're here and see if there's any way we could find a way to try to meet up. You know, that would be fun. I will. I need to make sure I've got your number in here. Will you send me your number on? Will you DM me on Instagram? Because I know we're connected on Instagram. Just to make sure I have it. Because this phone is not my normal one, and I don't know what contacts. I have some contacts in it. It's just crazy. I didn't download everything the right way and transfer everything the right way when I started using. This was not my phone. This was Brendan's phone. And when I broke my other phone, he gave me this one to use, and then I got a new phone. It's just a long story. So there you have it. Thank you. Next is Laura. Miss Laura. What's your question, Laura? We didn't forget you, Laura. I told you we wouldn't. Hold on, guys. What does the future with my fiance look like? Hold on 1 second, guys. Hang in there. If it pauses, it's just because I'm checking something. I'll be right back. Give me about 10 seconds. Okay, here we go. Here we go now. All right, so Laura wants to know, what does the future with her fiance look like? What does the future with your fiance look like? You're most welcome, Laura. I'm going to stick with the Morgan Greer deck for this question. No, I'm going to go over to back to the Thelema. I stand corrected. All right, Thelema it is. What does the future with Laura's fiance look like? So Laura apparently has a fiance, and she wants to know what the future looks like with this said fiance. Congratulations on your pending nuptials, Laura, by the way. My sister just got, my baby sister just got engaged, by the way, guys, to her longtime boy. Well, not long time. He's been her boyfriend for about 2 years. About the same time I've been hanging out with Brendan. So, yeah, that's a long time. 2 years is a while. But yeah, she just got engaged. She's super excited. Looking forward to it. He's in your foundation as the Knight of Cups. So this is a young energy. It's loving, lots of love, but young. Okay, a little youthful. There's room to grow for this person. This person needs to learn to communicate all the time, and not just when they're. This person's best time of communicating is more when they're like frustrated. Then they'll be like, bah, 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 bah. They need to learn to communicate more of the love stuff, because they love you a lot, and that's great. More lovingly on a more regular basis, and not just like communicate about things when they're frustrated, because behind the Knight of Cups they have the Knight of Swords. So that tells me there is a little bit of communication work that needs to be done for you and this person, even though you're engaged, which is great. You do have the Six of Cups here, so that's a great sign about the relationship, about the future. It definitely says that you have the potential to manifest what you want in love and in this connection. So true. I know, I can see it. I can't see it. I can more like hear it, feel it, and then fathom it. But yeah, I mean, this is good for you. I like this connection. I like that it's, isn't that a beautiful card, Malia? Very beautiful. And I want you to know, Laura, I'm picking up how you have a very sweet, I don't know how old you are or what you've been through, but even if you were, and I'm not saying you are, but let's say even if you were like 40, for example, you have the faith and love of a very it's very childlike, and that's actually beautiful. I don't know if you've been through things that could have, ruined that, but you still maintain this very beautiful fairy tale desire in love, and that's something special. We don't all hold that. And I know you don't necessarily believe that, like, oh, it's a fairy tale, but your heart wants to, and that's really special. You kind of want to see that happily ever after ending, and you deserve to have that if that's what you truly want. And guess what? Anything is possible, so you can have that. I love what I'm seeing here, which I'm about to share, which is the King and Queen of Pentacles. We have a true pair, so there's a real soulmate connection here. You guys are definitely supposed to be together. Does that mean you're going to get married and it's all going to be roses? No, but it means that you should get married and that it's all going to be worth working on. No matter how bad it is, no matter how hard it is, no matter how tough the communication gets, it's going to be worth it because this is your person. This is your person. Okay? And then you have the Ace of Pentacles as an outcome. So the universe is there sort of helping you along. The universe supports the connection. But what the universe wants is for you to really, if you're going to get married, that pentacle coming in is a gift from the universe that gets planted into the ground. It's a firm thing. It can't be shaken. So if you're going to get married, that means in 10 years, after you've been married 10 years and you want to divorce the person or either kill them or divorce them, that instead of doing those things, you both have to be willing to still work on it, to go to therapy, to do whatever it takes to fix that relationship that was once so beautiful, but over time, they all get frustrating. Listen, I have come to believe that the only thing that separates a beautiful, meant-to-be connection from a really toxic, horrible one that wasn't meant to be is two people loving each other and being willing to work on it and to become better, to grow. That's it. That's it. That's the only thing. So you can we can all have all these therapists that want everyone to be the selfish narcissist and only love yourself first and make this and do that. Listen, all that's true. But at the end of the day, you have to decide if someone or something is worth your time and your effort, despite how toxic it may be or despite how codependent it may be, because almost all relationships are codependent. It's just the way it is, to some degree. Some are this codependent, some are this codependent. What you have to decide at the end of the day is this person worth my time and effort? And they have to decide the same thing. And when two people, like some of you have done, like I've been fortunate enough to do with someone recently, decide that it is worth working on together, that right there is special enough to keep doing it. Right there, when two people love each other enough to say, yeah, let's keep working on this. Bam, that's all I need to hear. Now, they better work on it with you. They better do their work and they better be, but that's all you need to know. Your outcome card, the Fool. Don't be afraid to take this leap of faith, okay? It will not be something you'll regret. Like I said, might not always be easy, might not always be fun. You won't ever regret taking this leap of faith with this person, okay? At least not for more than a few hours or a day when you're really mad. But no, it won't be something you'll regret. Like you and Brindy. Yes, Brindy has his moments. We were talking today about our relationship, and he was like, yeah, we're undefined. I said, well, I just tell people he's my ride or die. I don't know what he is, but I know we're each other's ride or die. And that's special, right? When you can know that someone is truly a ride or die, and because I know a lot of people that don't have that in their life, that wish they did. Someone that they know would go to the mattresses for them. I'm pulling an animal spirit card, oracle card for you. So we all need to have at least one or two people in our life that we truly know loves us enough to really go to the mats for us, go to bat for us, change our diapers when we're old, that type of thing, or be willing to pay someone else to do it. I asked him one time, I said, well, will you change my diapers for me when I'm old and decrepit? And he said, yeah. And then he goes, actually, no, but I promise I'll pay a really hot nurse to do it for me. I was like, oh, I like that. So as long as I have a hot nurse, I don't know if I want a hot nurse changing my diapers when I'm 100, but hey, if he's hot, I'll be 100. What'll I care? Okay, so Laura, you have the Flamingo Spirit. This is card number 26. Again, this is like the flow of the universe. Embrace the in-between. So although you want to take this leap of faith, although you want to get married, enjoy the time, this last time in your life of being single. Because once it's gone, it's gone. So embrace the in-between. Embrace the unique special part of your life that you're in right now where you are still single, where you can still make a lot of decisions on your own, that once you're married, you don't get to make those decisions on your own anymore. You know, remember that. And then you also have the chameleon spirit. Card number 14, act as if. You do have to do this when you marry somebody. You have to blend with them. You have to blend with their family. You have to learn to act as if, even if their family is whack AF and you have nothing in common with their family, you have to learn to find things in common because you love them and they're your person. And you know, so act as if, be the chameleon that you need to be, but also embrace the changes, right? That 14 is a 5. That's all about change. Embrace the changes that come when you do that, because you'll see that a lot of times by acting as if and meeting someone halfway, you might suddenly find that you do have a lot more in common with those people than you thought, because you've taken time to get to find the common ground, you know? So that's always a good thing. All right. Thank you so much, Laura. Chad, I think we're at the end of the line tonight, guys. Chad, are you ready? Does anyone else want to get on the list to get a reading? It looks like there's not many people left in here. If you want to get on the list to get a reading, send $20 over to the Cash App or PayPal, and then let me know in the chat that you've done it, because I'm doing Chad now, and he's the last one. Thank you, moderators, for all your help tonight. I really appreciate it, especially because I wasn't even planning to come on until the last minute. It just kind of happened. What's your question, Chad? Throw me up a question, brother. Guys, tell Chad happy birthday. His birthday was Wednesday. Yeah, Wednesday was Chad's birthday. You guys knew that, but yes, Wednesday was Chad's birthday. Chadsky. The Chad. What did I call? What's the nickname I always call you, Chad? That other people do. Chadsky. No, it's not Chadsky. It's something else. Anyway, Chadsky. All right, Chad. Throw up your question. Have no idea what to ask. You always know what to ask. What's in your heart? What's on your heart? What's on your mind? What do you need to know today? Today, what do you want to ask? Throw a question up there for me, my bro there. What do you need to ask, brother? Brother Chad. Brother Chad. What do you need to ask me, Brother Chad? I know you're coming up with a question, but what I would say is, if you're really not clear on what to ask, you had questions you wanted to send me the other night. I remember you've had things on your mind. And if it's something you don't want to ask publicly, but you want the answer, we can do that too, because I know you well enough and I know how to talk around it. So just kind of say in code what your question is that you know I'll kind of understand. So you could say, for example, I'm curious about that new person I told you about and what's happening with that, you know, that type of thing. Okay, so you want to know about that, what I see for that in general? You know what I'm going to do, bro? I'm going to pull Thelema back out, because that's been pretty good tonight. If you guys hadn't noticed, we've had a lot of people asking love questions in the last hour, and this one's been the one giving me all them good answers, y'all. So Chad, you got this. The new person from NY. Do you guys have have you made plans to go see her yet, Chads? Yeah, happy birthday to Chad. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birtle dirtle toodle yiddle doodle. Happy birtle dirtle toodle yiddle doodle. Chad, good friend, good guy, great guy, really cute, really hot. He's straight though. What are you gonna do? You know how girls always say, all the cute guys are gay. Well, Chad's a really cute guy, and he's my friend, and he's straight. So I know the feeling, ladies. It sucks. Actually, I wouldn't, like, Chad and I are such good friends, I couldn't even see him that way. But he is a great looking guy and a really great guy. He has a great heart. So you would all be lucky to meet him. All you ladies. All the single ladies. All the single ladies. In 2 weeks? Oh, dude, you already got tickets? I'm excited. Damn, I need to go with you for the weekend or something. Here we go, Chad. Show me. Show us. Wow. Look at this, Chad. She's coming up as the... Wait. Yeah, Queen of Swords. You know that's air energy. I don't think she is an air... Oh, is she gem? She's a gem, right? Queen of Swords. How crazy is that? Right in your foundation, the Queen of Swords. That's air energy. Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, and I know you're attracted to air signs. We know this. I've known you how many? 5 years? How long have I known you? 5 years? I know you're attracted to. You like them air signs, boo. You do. Wow, Two of Cups came out. The Moon, Major Arcana, strong, intuitive. You guys share more than just a physical attraction. I mean, she's a gorgeous girl. Very much looks like Khloe Kardashian. He showed me pics. You guys have a very strong spiritual aspect to this. Look at that. The Hierophant came out too. So this is the Hierophant you get when people are like destined to be married. This is a strong ass connection. This is soul to soul. She's Queen of Swords in the foundation and in his foundation. You know, I have to be honest with you. I can't be any other way with you. When you told me about this girl, I wasn't sure that there was really much that was going to happen, because, you know, you're on the left coast, she's on the right east coast. It just didn't feel like it was going to work. And I knew there was a strong physical attraction, but what I'm seeing here and feeling from these cards, this thing could go not only could it be a long-term relationship, this could go the distance, my brother. Like, seriously, this could be a really good thing. There is something you have to do, though. You have to make a choice. You've got the Two of Pentacles. And I know you're single. I know there's no one else in your life. But to make this work, you have to let go of one thing and reach for another. And you know exactly what I'm talking about. It's energetic. It's spiritual. It's not physical. You have to let go of that thing and reach for this thing. I'm not saying to do that tomorrow. But this is something, if you want this to be what it looks like it could be here, you will have to think about that, bro, because you can't have your cake and eat it too. We'd all love to have our cake and eat it too. It just doesn't work. One or the other is going to get, you know what I mean? So you've got the Eight of Cups. It's that walking away from that past to walk into the future. This is not just walking away from the past. The moon is full. The emotions are everywhere. This is walking away from the past to walk into the future. And look, the Wheel of Fortune, upright, it's yours. Wheel of Fortune, good karma, a huge change. I don't need to say anything else about this. I think you get the picture here. But I think what I would do if I were you is just take your time. You don't need to make any big decisions. Take your time, bro. Be at peace in the now and enjoy. You've just met her, what, a week ago? Enjoy this. Enjoy watching. It's always fun to get to know someone, especially when there's someone you have the potential to fall in love with. Hell yeah, that's what makes life on earth one of the things that makes life on earth worth living. Like really good pizza, you know? So yeah, enjoy it, bro. Let me pull an animal spirit card. All right, did anybody else get on the list? I said you could, but you had to do it by the time I was done with chat. I'm out of here, y'all. I'm tired. I've been on here for 82 minutes and 11 seconds, and I'm tired. I don't know how many mini readings I've done, but I feel like I've done like 20. So let me pull chat a little animal spirit oracle, and we are out. Thank you, Rebecca, All Natural Rebecca. Thank you so much for moderating for me tonight and being a big help and for talking me into going live. I really appreciate it. It's been a really good night. It's been fun. And I'll probably come live again on either late tomorrow night or Sunday night, depending. And if I don't, I'll definitely be doing, good night, Laura. Thank you for getting a reading, honey. I'll definitely be doing Hump Day Live Wednesday night. Okay. So here we go, Chad. You've got the Pig Spirit and the Stag Spirit. Card number 58, that's a 13, that's a 4. So there's healing to take place for you, okay, as you take the lead. It's a chance for you to allow your divine masculine inside to become empowered again. Your divine masculine was wounded and injured by that last relationship you were in. It really was, and you know that last serious relationship. Let's talk clearly. It's time for you to now take the lead, and as you do, it's going to bring that healing to you and to that your masculine side. Now, your feminine side needs healing also, so you need to invoke patience, right? You've got the Pig Spirit, card number 47, that's an 11. That's what's really going to open up things for the connection to really take off, is not just your masculine side healing, but your feminine side healing by being, you know, mindful, using your mind wisely, and just being very patient, not going with that that gut instinct, especially when your masculine side is activated, to just pursue aggressively, but to be assertive and clear, but also sit in the feminine energy and be receptive. The divine feminine is receptive, right? use that patience and be of the divine feminine and be receptive. That's going to be the key to this whole thing for you, is embracing those sides of both the masculine and feminine, and then healing them both and bringing this thing in. Ooh, I like this Gemini for you, Chad. I like it a lot. Chad's a Libra, guys, so there's a lot of air here, right? Gemini, Libra, big time air. But you know what? 2 air signs can create a lot of cool things together in a relationship. Friendship, relationship, business, working together. Amazing. Amazing. All right, you guys, I love you, but all of you guys for being here. There's only, 7 people left in here at this point. I love all 7 of you. I love all of you who have come in tonight. I love all of you who watch the replay and leave a message in the comments. If you are just coming in or just leaving or watching the replay, please like. If you're not subscribed, please subscribe. Comment. Just say, hey, whatever you want to do. Share the video out. Let's get this thing popping. I was told I need to be, like I said, by someone who's helped, Brendan, who's helping me with my my focus on business. I need to be more focused, and I need to be thinking about marketing and doing the right things here. So do all those things. Oh, Jane, did you get a reading? Yeah, okay. You better hurry. Pew, pew. No, go for it, girl. Go for it. You good. Jane thing. Hey Jude, don't make it bad. Take a sad song and make it better. General, with a focus on career. Remember to let her into your heart. Then you can start to make it better, better, better. So let it out and let it in. Hey Jude, begin. You're waiting for someone you can something with. Don't you know that it's just you? Hey Jude, you'll do. Okay, I'm gonna stop singing. Here we'll focus on finance. Career, not finance, career. Okay. Interesting. So you have in your foundational energy, Jane, the Page of Cups. This is your sun coming in here, and make sure that you're very careful about when it comes to like food. It's funny, I was just talking to someone about food scarcity in the mind here. Make sure that you don't let there be any like food scarcity talk or thoughts or actions going on around your sun, especially with everything that's going on in the world right now, okay? That's just really, really crazy. So I want you to, hold on one second. Chad's messaging me. Chad, are you still in the chat here? Because I saw your text if you are, and I don't know if you mean like right now do that. Because I can, but I need to do it. Yeah, so what I was saying is like food scarcity and such. Hold on one second. I'm sorry. Hang on one second. Okay. Sorry, guys. Okay, I'm back. Sorry, I think Chad didn't probably realize that I was still live. He may have left thinking I went off because he started messaging me about something, but I just told him like that I'm in the chat if he wants to come in here and talk, but right now I got to do this. Yeah, he probably thought I was done. Anyway, so what I was saying, Jane, is I don't know what that's about even, this food scarcity thing. Isn't that random? Oh, I know you are. No. Look. No, it's not like that. Okay, wait. So I was actually just talking to somebody about this, like how in a marriage, some people have had an issue with like fighting over things like because of a food scarcity mentality. It's not a matter of not having anything. Sometimes this weird thing happens, like where in relationships or in our even like parent-child relationships, things like food or certain toy, I don't know what this is. Yeah, it's not a lack mentality exactly either. Food scarcity is different because what that really is about feeling safe. So a lot of times you'll notice people who have been abused, neglected, You know how sometimes, and you'll hear psychologists talk about this, how people who have had a lot of traumas and abuse sometimes have weight issues. That's actually, it is tied to the trauma and abuse, but it's actually tied to food scarcity, which is about not food or a lack of food. It's about a lack of feeling safe. And the way to make themselves feel safe is with either food or alcohol or drugs, or, you know what I mean? And for some reason, I'm getting from this card this energy of like food scarcity. So it's almost like there's a potential for him to start to use food in some way that's maybe not healthy. And I just want to make sure you're aware of that. It's weird. But safety is what it's really about, a feeling of being safe or not safe. And I don't know where that's coming from. But what I do see here is there's a grieving that's happening that you're both sharing. You got the Five of Cups here, and then you have the Five of Pentacles. They both came out side by side. So you're sharing some kind. So I don't know if this has happened before, but if it was happening before, it's coming really into focus now. There's some sort of sharing of grief between the two of you. Okay, thanks. Hard to hear, but needed. Oh, I'm sorry. I don't want it to be something hard to hear. Really, remember, this is just to help whatever it's about, and it's not. Don't ever. I know as a mom, whenever you hear something about your child, you can think it's like, oh, I'm attacking you as a mom, and I know you don't think that, but it can even feel that way without you thinking that. This is not an attack. I know what a great mom you are. You're a really great mom. I think anybody would be lucky to have you as their mother because you're so loving and kind and caring. But I think this is more about this is coming from this, the safe thing is coming from a place of shared, your grief is being shared with him, and he's processing it in a way that goes to something to do with food scarcity. I don't know exactly. You might want to take it up with someone that's more educated about that stuff to help you with it. But I will say there's a beautiful side to this. You have this beautiful Six of Cups here. That's that soulmate springtime energy. And then you also have the Hierophant. So keep in mind, just like you are a powerful spiritual being, he's going to grow into a very powerful spiritual being himself. And so he can handle a lot more. I mean, when you see a little human, we think of them as so vulnerable, but that little human is growing into a very powerful soul and a very powerful light worker. And so you have to really remember, he can handle a lot. He's tough. And not that you want to make him handle a lot. Of course, as a parent, you want to protect, but he's okay. And part of the reason that he's even experiencing this so deeply is because of how mature he is for his age, spiritually. Maybe he may be not, I don't know how he acts. He may not even act like the most mature kid in his class, but spiritually he is. Spiritually, he's light years ahead. So, no, he's so amazing, but he's been really hard on himself. Yeah, I understand. Try not to worry so much as you can. Instead of, I know it's natural you're going to, but try when you start to worry, instead of worrying, try to find ways to help him channel that stuff, because you're the person who is most like him in this world, who has similar gifts. And so you've had to learn, even as an adult, how to channel a lot of your stuff and how to process it and transmute all the darkness. And it's probably still a struggle. So show him the ways that work for you, and it'll also help you to perfect your ways as you're sort of teaching him. You might even find ways that work better for you because you're doing it for him. So it's really cool. There's a really cool connection here between the two of you, but I don't see anything bad here. What I really see most of all is that there's this beautiful, strong future energy, and this is what's happening now is happening for a reason. It's not just so you have to be sad and worry. It's happening to help him become that amazing healer that he is and that he's going to become. So keep that in mind too. Like anything that you're worried about, remember it's supposed to be, and it's going to help him become the healer he's meant to be. But you also, just because it's supposed to be happening, you don't want to sit back and just let it. You want to do your part as the parent, obviously, to help him heal and to help him learn the best modalities to transmute his darker energies, right? And the outside stuff that he doesn't want coming in. And I know you can do it, and you're going to be great. Let's pull I don't know, I know that wasn't what you were asking about, but that's what came through. Let me pull an Animal Spirit Oracle. The only thing I feel about work that feels really strong is that you're going to have some big changes between the first of the year and June. Like that's going to be a time where you're going to have, you might even either change jobs a couple times or add a second and third job. I know that sounds like a lot, but it feels positive. So it's not something to dread or to feel worried about, but there's a lot coming for you in the new year, especially between like April and June. But I think you'll be doing fine even at the beginning of the year. You won't be unemployed. You'll be working and fine, but I think April to June is when you're going to see some big growth and changes. You have the Buffalo spirit coming out here with that. That's number 10. Well, it's a 1, a 10, and a 0, so it's all of that. But it really feels like a completion. You've got, it says the abundant universe will provide. What you want to think about with the Buffalo is this is that strength energy. And also part of your strength is in knowing the abundant universe will provide. And I think you might want to share this with him as well. But you also got the cow spirit. So that's that holy energy. That's that energy of looking more to the soul, to the spirit than to the flesh, and seeing beyond the flesh. It's all about the miracle. It says the miracles are endless. It's all about the miracles. Remember how holy cows are, like in India. So in certain places, cows are sacred. Like we use the term sacred cow to talk about like people in bureaucracies or in big companies that never get fired. But also the term sacred cow comes from the fact that cows are sacred in places like India, right? Hindu countries. And everything that's happening is sacred and it's on the right path. I know it gets frustrating. I know it gets scary, especially when you're out of work or you're looking for something to change and shift. It's going to shift. Practice acceptance and practice sitting in the energy exactly how it is and transmuting it. Remember that. You're supposed to be really transmuting the energy right now, not only for you, but so you can start to show him how to transmute energy, which is so important for him. Okay. Thank you, honey. All right, guys. Thank you so much, you guys. I'm going to go ahead and close it out. Chad did not come in, did he? I didn't see him come in. I told him to come back in here if he wanted me to do another reading, but he didn't. So I'm going to go message him and see if he wants me to do something privately. Love you guys. Have a great Friday night. Thank you for being here. Join me again if I come back this weekend, and if not, join me again on Hump Day. Oh, there you are, Chad. Chad, I didn't know the reason I had you come in here, what you were messaging me in my text, were you saying you wanted me to do that while I'm live on here? Or did you think I was off? It's yes, but it's my old number. Yes, Jane, but it's my older number. I think I have you in my contacts still. Send me your number on Instagram direct message me your number, okay, Janie, and we'll get in touch. So you don't want me to do it here. You want me to just do it privately for you? Gotcha. All right, well, then we can talk about it after. When you sent it, I didn't know if you were thinking like while I'm still on to go and do it, or if you didn't know I was on, so I wanted you to come in here and we could just discuss it, because it's hard to toggle back when I'm on here to go and answer texts. All right, bro, I'll text you in just a few minutes. Guys, rock on. Have a good night. Love you guys. Thank God. Guess what? I can guarantee you this. The Gators are not going to lose tomorrow. You know why? Because they're not playing. They have a bye week. So thank goodness for the bye weeks. All right. You guys have a great night. Love you too. Love you, Chad. Thank you, Jane.